Hi everyone, this is Aruna, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, SNS College of Technology. So in this lecture video, I am going to explain about the design approach of the conceptual model. In my conceptual model, I have chosen the entity relationship model. That introduction we're going to see it over here. So please watch my previous video. I have given the introduction to the conceptual model, how we can convert the thing and all. What are the phases are available that I have explained in my previous video. Before watching this video, kindly watch that video. So now let us enter into a design approach of an ER model. So before seeing the thing, what do you mean by model? So model is an visual representation or an enterprise. It is a collection of entities and the relationship. The name itself, we can able to say it will have an entity. It will also have a relationship. If you have an entity, definitely it will have an attributes. So for defining that particular entity, definitely we can hope for certain properties. That particular properties we're going to mention it as attribute. So entity is nothing but anything or real world object. Everything we can call it as an entity. For example, if you are considering a student database management system, student is an entity, course is another entity, mark is another entity. So you're having so many entities out there. So while connecting in for describing that particular entity, we can go for a set of attributes. And also attribute we are having a different types of attributes are there. Key value attributes, composite attributes, multi-valued attributes, derived attributes. So these are the various attributes available in an entity. And also, we have to make an association between the different entity sets. So that particular concept only we can call it as a relationship. So how we can represent these three things in a diagrammatic or a visual technique means for that we are using an entity relationship diagram. So this is a major design approaches. In a AR design approaches, we are having a three major component. One is an entity, another one is the attribute, the last one is the relationship. These are the major thing is available in a design approaches of an entity relationship diagram. So why we have to go for ER diagram in a DBMS? So why we are using entity relationship model? We are having n number of models is available. Why we have chosen the ER model means, so in this thing, we can easily convert our diagram into a tables. Because all here entities, we're going to take it as a tables. All your attributes, we're going to take it as a inside the column field of each table. So, and also by using a relationship, by using a primary key and foreign key, we can able to establish a connection between the two entities. So this is a major cases why we are going for an ER diagram. And also here there is no hardware support is required, and also no need to have any technical knowledge over that. So only we have chosen the ER diagram. Second thing is what type of a symbols and all we are using in ER diagram means for representing an entity. So we are going to use a rectangle shape. For an attribute, we are going for an ellipse. That is a oval shape. If you are going to mention a relationship, that we're going to use a diamond shape or a rhombus seams. For connecting each entities along with the attributes or each entity along with the relationship, we are going for a line. We doesn't put any arrow mark under. That is a directional arrow mark. We doesn't need only a bidirectional line we are required. And also we are having a double eclipse, and also we are getting a dotted eclipse. Dotted eclipse define the derived attribute. Double eclipse require the multi-valued attribute. And also we can go for a double rectangle. What is the reason of going for a double rectangle means for mentioning the weak entity. And strong entities are that. Strong entity is a normal rectangle and weak entity can be represented by double rectangle. These are the major symbols going to be used in an ER diagram. This detail we're going to see it in the next video. And also, what are the, I said that totally in our ER model, we are having a three components. One is the entity, another one is an attribute, third one is a relationship. So in entity, while considering an entity, it will have a two part. Either it can be a strong entity or a weak entity. So what do you mean by strong and weak means? Just I'm quoted some example. For example, if you are taking a student and the course, definitely it will have a relationship. Is it right? Student must take a course. So that should have a relationship established, these two entities. And also a student, if they have to choose the elective courses, need not to be take all the students need not to be take the same courses. It is a elective course. It can be varied from student to student. In this case, this particular relation, we are going for a relationship sets. Yes, relation student entity can contain a n number of students. Each and every student can take any number of courses in the course list. So here, few students now cannot take the courses. You are having a 10 elective courses. 5 elective courses need not to be taken by any students because it is an elective course. So here there is a zero relationship exists between these two entities. So in this case only we can say it is a weak entity. And also in your attribute, we are having a different types of an attribute. Normal attribute is a key attribute. Composite attribute. Composite attribute is nothing but it will have a certain derived thing. And also we are having a derived thing means, for example, if you are taking an address, it will be composite of so many things. In an address, it will have a street number and also street name, door number, street name. The next thing is a post and also which place that belongs to, district, country, state, country, pin code. So these all other things are composite to form an address. So address is a composite attribute. Multi-valued attribute. Multi-valued attribute is nothing but the phone number. A person can have a more than one phone number. In this case, a phone number is a multi-valued attribute. Derived attribute is a age. For example, if I given the date of birth, by using a date of birth, I can able to calculate the age. Is it right? So age is a derived attribute. So the next component is a relationship. So how the relationship can be taken place? By using a 4 ways. One is one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-one, and many-to-many relationship. These are the relationship exist between the thing. So these are the major components available in the ER diagram. And also major motivation why we have to choose this thing means, conceptually it is very simple, because ER model is very simple, because the relationship between the entities and attribute we can easily draw it in a ER diagram. And also better visual representation. Anyone can understand this particular structure. And also communication tool. We doesn't go for any big database designer and all. Just a simple thing is needed to draw this one. So, and communication tool also, it is a very much easier. And also it is a highly integrated with relational model. So we can able to easily convert our ER diagram into a table. So, and also conversation or any data model. So because we can able to convert this particular ER model to the any other model. For example, by if you are constructing the ER model, I need it in the hierarchical model or a network model, I can easily convert this thing to the other model. So these are the major advantage why we have to choose the ER conceptual data model. So I think you can understand this particular concept clearly. In my next video, I'm going to detailedly explain about the ER diagram. Thank you for watching my video.